too. So, okay. So the first question for ICD-10, what service would you recommend to use to educate doctors regarding their documentation? Shouldn't I know about ICD-9 before learning ICD-10? Kind of combo question there. You want to take that one, Alicia?
Yes.
She's typing.
That's all right. I can stop. Let's see. What service would you recommend to use to educate doctors regarding their documentation? Okay, first, yes, you want to know ICD-9 and ICD-10. I like to refer that, use an example of that by saying when someone learns to drive, if they learn to drive on a 5-speed, which would be like ICD-9, they have no trouble driving an automatic Cadillac, and that's what ICD-10 is. If you learn to drive on a Cadillac that's an automatic, you're going to struggle learning or driving a 5-speed, and you're going to be popping the clutch and grinding the gears. And so that's the way it is. If you know 9, 10 is going to be really easy, and you're going to really enjoy it. If you learn in 10 and you don't know 9, you're still going to have to use 9 for a while. You might struggle a little bit. Now, about documentation for your physicians, you know, there are several places that you can go to get education for your physicians for documentation. One of the things that I would do is tell them it would be a good idea to pick up an ICD-10 class. They don't have to deal in coding all the time, but if they're serious, then just picking up an ICD-10 class is going to be very beneficial to them. And we have just ICD-10 by itself. They can go through it pretty quickly because the purpose is not to be coding constantly. It will allow them to see the documentation that they need to make it easier for their coders to code to the highest specificity, and that's what everybody wants. So that's what I would suggest that they do. In addition, what they could do, and they should be able to breeze through it pretty quickly, is take like a medical terminology and anatomy class for ICD-10, which we just happen to have as well. You know, because then they're seeing, again, the lingo and the terminology that is very specific for ICD-10. So that would be my suggestions.